what do you find wrong with the CAB, which was a bill initially? Now it has been passed as an act. Now it's called CAA. And what is the government's play, do you think, here?
Well, the government's CAB, which was the Citizenship Amendment Bill, which has now been made into a law. It is no longer CAB, it's CAA, Citizenship Amendment Act.
Yes, sir.
It is, by its very nature, it's an illegal act. Illegal not formally, because the bill has been made into a law. Whatever has been made into a law is legal, but it's unjust, because the basis of law has to be just. The basis of law has to be justice. The basis of law has to be common sense. But in this particular law, in this particular act, there is no common sense. There is no justice. It's a total rampant injustice against the people of a particular part of the country. It's an injustice. It is an utter injustice against the people of a particular part of the country. That is what it is. How can there be two acts for citizenship for two parts of the country? One for the state of Assam and another for the rest of the country. From that very first point, it's an illegal thing. It's an unjust law, and the people of Assam and the people of the biggest democracy in the world has been discriminated against. It's a most discriminatory piece of law. That is why people have opposed it, and that's why I have opposed it.
Yes, sir. How do you justify that it's discriminatory? That's what I'm asking.
Because in the very first place, even in 1971, when the pact was made between Indira Gandhi and Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, even then it was an illegal act, because it was not ratified in the parliament. It was a pact. The pact has got to be placed in the parliament, and it has got to get the approval of the parliament. But this pact was never placed in the parliament. It was brought behind. It was done all behind the back of the parliament. Therefore, it is a discriminatory law. And 1971, March 25, it was this particular date has no relevance in the Constitution of India. What relevance does this date, 25th of March 1971, have in the Constitution of India? It's a date of Bangladesh. It's a date which relates to Bangladesh. The date on which Bangladesh is said to have become an independent country. But even on that particular day, in the midnight of 24th and 25th March of 1971, Bangladesh did not really attain independence. For long 9 or 10 months, there was repression and oppression on the people of East Pakistan, which became Bangladesh, which declared itself as Bangladesh. There was repression by the West Pakistani army, and it was the sending of troops, Indian troops, by the Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, that brought independence to the people of Bangladesh, to the people of East Pakistan, which turned into Bangladesh. And the real independence of Bangladesh came on the 16th of December, when Lieutenant General Niazi of the Pakistani army surrendered with 90,000 soldiers with arms and ammunition before Lieutenant General Arora of India. Then what basis does that date have for the people of India? For the people of the rest of the country, there is one law, and for the people of the citizens of Assam, who are not regarded as citizens of India by this government of India, no matter to whatever party that government belongs. Now the point is, this very simple point has not been understood all these years by the people of the rest of the country. It is not that they do not always understand, they do understand, but they seem not to understand it. It's a very simple thing. If they do not understand it really, then it's definitely a most unfortunate thing. Can we call these people wise who do not understand this very simple thing, that whosoever speaks Bangla, whosoever speaks the Bangla language, even if that man is a citizen of France, even if that man is a citizen of England, even if that man is a citizen of Iraq or China or Japan, then in that case, even if his mother tongue is Bangla or Bengali, he is not a not a Bengali, not an Indian Bangla speaking person. He is an Englishman or woman, he or she. He is a French, he is a German or Chinese or Japanese. Then why should these people be brought to India and dumped on the people of Assam, destroying their identity, all kinds of identity, national identity, cultural, educational, literary, and linguistic, and all civilization, an entire civilization of the Brahmaputra Valley is sought to be exterminated from the face of the world. This is what is going to happen. Why do not the people of India, why do not the people of Indraprastha, Hastinapur understand this very simple thing? And all people will have to understand that citizenship is not a religious or linguistic matter. Citizenship cannot be a question of religion. It's a question of politics. It's a political question. It's a constitutional question. It's not a religious matter. Why should people be divided on the lines of religion? Why should, yes, Hindus, well, Muslim Bangladeshis, wherever they are, not in Assam alone, but in all other parts of the country, should be deported as soon as possible. I say at this moment. Let them be driven out right from now. But at the same time, let the Hindus also be deported. Why should there be any difference? Let all Bangladeshis belonging, no matter whatever religion they practice, let all Bangladeshis be deported and there will be no problem at all. The people will rest at peace.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the protest going on in Assam and the protest going on nationwide, there is quite a difference in the motive behind the protest, as you all know.
No, the difference is because of two things. One is the people of the rest of India have not been able to understand the real stand of the Assamese people and the real problem of the Assamese people, which they have been facing for many, many decades. That's a different question. But on the other hand, they have not been able to understand, and some of them have understood but seem not to understand, because they are very narrow-minded and therefore their whole stand is perverted. They do not want that, be they Muslims or be they Hindus or Christians or Buddhists or Jains or Sikhs, let all foreigners be deported, not only from Assam but from all other parts of the country, from the entire country. They do not say that. Their point, the point of these people who are making noise, many of whom are getting killed, their point is that let the Hindu Bangladeshis remain, but let also the Muslim Bangladeshis remain. There is a tussle between some extremist, fundamentalist Hindus and extremist fundamentalist Muslims of India. According to them, according to those Muslims, Indian Muslims, no matter from whatever country the Muslims come, let it be a Muslim majority state, I mean Assam, and let the whole of India be a Muslim majority country. And as for the Hindus, I mean the fundamental Hindus, let the citizens be real citizens, or let them be citizens of other countries. The point is that they must hold the Hindus. No Hindu Videshi Bhave. That is the motto. That is the motto of not the Bharatiya Janata Party alone, but all its sister organizations and other organizations like Master Swayam Sevak Sangh, which is itself in a way an extremist organization, and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Bajranga. They want that no matter to whatever nationality those people, those Hindus belong, particularly Bengali speaking people belong, let them be in a majority. Let India be a Hindu majority country.